What's good, homies? It's your boy Cole, and I'm here. I don't really know where I was going with that. I'm just here to say we are going to be looking at, first of all, my crispiness. Like this new camera? Hey, I mean, I don't know if it's that much better, but I think it is. So I just wanted to look at if I'm really actually faster than the drive-through car wash, because I did both the speed run of washing my car from start to finish, pulling out all the tools and putting them all away. And then I also did a little experiment going through a drive-through car wash, seeing really how long it took and also the quality of it. So between the two, they're both relatively fast, but if I have to get like a pros and cons real quick, I think that what makes the drive-through car wash good, it's really convenient, and you can probably just hit one on the way home, but it's going to definitely damage your car over time. With mine, got a scratch on it the first time I went through one, so polished that out in another video, but you know, it still happened, and it's something that could easily happen to just about anybody with a car that goes through a drive-through car wash. So all I'm gonna say is that mine, I didn't scratch the car. It looked great. There wasn't any dirt left, no water spotting. It was perfect. So when you're weighing, if you want to do a drive-through car wash or if you want to get into it yourself, I think you can definitely learn to do it yourself and do it in a timely fashion, and you know, save yourself some good money over time. Over the course of like a year or so, you know, you're going to be spending, if it's $20 a month on a drive-through car wash, you're going to be spending $240. So after maybe like 1 to 2 years, somewhere in that range, you'll basically pay off all of the money that you would have spent at that drive-through car wash. So it's definitely worth just washing your car yourself. What can I say? That's what I would do, and that's what I've been doing a lot. Yeah, so I just have the world's fastest car wash here. So that was a lot of fun to do. And then I have the drive-through car wash, which also was a lot of fun to do. So really, it's been a good learning opportunity, and I just wanted to share my findings with you guys so you can make a better decision on whether you want to just take the easy route, do the drive-through car wash, or do something a little more yourself, take it in your own hands, and do your own washing. All right, well, my head wasn't chopped off, thankfully, but I did raise it up a little bit, a little more dignified. Just got a bunch of junk at the desk. I don't usually record this angle, so wasn't really prepared. All right, so I'm just going to be kind of recording my screen and comparing, I guess, the footage. I mean, I already have the time for how long it took me to do the world's fastest car wash. So that one was actually pretty quick. I almost got sub 10. I think it was like 10 minutes, 4 seconds. And the drive-through car wash I went through had nobody waiting in line. So I think this would be actually a pretty good comparison. And I'm just gonna judge the time, the drive-through car wash from when I get in line. So that's when I pull into the place, and that's when my time's gonna be in for that. I'm just gonna load it into my editor and just kinda put it all together, and then we'll see kinda how it compares. Alright, so I just got DaVinci pulled up. This is a really small window. I have like a very fat monitor, and I just scale it down for you guys so you can actually see what's going on. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the footage that I think I need, and I'll pull up the world's fastest car wash too. So it's about 7 clips, which is pretty good. So I'll just start at the beginning. Alright, this is where I'm turning in. Oof, not looking good. I'm seeing 4 minutes already, and that's just pulling in and starting the wash. This is a little anticlimactic. I recorded basically 7 minutes of footage. Oh, dang it. So from start to finish, you know, it took me about 7 minutes, which is pretty quick. So if I wanted to be faster, I'd have to beat 7 minutes. So if I look at what my time was for the other one, that had to be one of the best thumbnails I've ever made, that one, the speed run one. Wait, this might actually be a little more informative than I thought. My car wash took 10 minutes and 6 seconds, while the drive-through took about 7 minutes and 4 seconds. There's about a 3-minute difference there. But one thing that's kind of interesting about the world's fastest car wash was that I also kind of the time for taking out the tools and putting them back away. I have a feeling that if I exclude that time, I might actually be about the same time. So I'm gonna do a comparison. I might actually be faster, not gonna lie. Is the quality really gonna be that much different between the two? Probably not, because I was just trying to go really fast. But I think if you don't factor in the time to take out your tools and put them away, then you might actually be able to do a little bit more gentle of a wash. That still has really good results and wouldn't scratch your car. So let's see. All right, so we started at So we started at 1:17:54. That's when we actually started the wash. Okay. Fuck, what was the starting time? So the ending time was 7:36:03, and the starting time was, I think it was 1:17:54 or something. 1:17:54. So the difference between that is wow. This is rough. I think it'd be I think it'd be, let's see. This would be 6:19, 6:18. Maybe 6:18:09. Let me make sure that's correct. This only goes up to 60 on the milliseconds. Yeah, it's about 6:18:09, I think. I'll have to double check that. I'm having such a hard time thinking about this. Anyway, so if you take the time out when I'm not actually grabbing the tools and stuff, you know, I am actually faster than a car wash. So sometimes I'm faster than a car wash. But, you know, am I doing all the ceramic coating and all that? Not really. But if I wanted to, I could get a soap that is better for that. I just did a foaming car wash, just real quick with some agitation. So it's a little different than what the drive-through car wash provides, but the chance of you scratching is gonna be a lot less doing it yourself like that. And I could have done a lot of things differently. Like, for example, I could have had some car soap on those microfiber towels to help do a better wash, and I did things a little bit goofy. So there's obviously room for improvement there, but you know, it's not super important. What's more important is that I was able to be faster in the drive-through car wash. I'm like that one dude on the railroad tracks. Who's that legend? So the legend of the train hammer guy, John William Henry, hammered a drill bit into rock to make holes for explosives. According to the legend, Henry won the hammering. Wait, what? I thought it was the guy who was like putting in the stakes into the ground or whatever, and he just hammered it in. Wow, they lied to me. He beat the steam-powered drill but died. Damn, he died after the race? Okay, maybe I'm not quite like the guy. I'm still alive. But, guys, I'm building a legend here. I'm going to be the next John William Henry. Do not let the drive-through car wash take over. We humans will prevail. Sorry, I'm like a little sleepy today. I don't know what's going on. You know, it is still worthwhile to do your own car washes. If you have everything set up, you can do it faster than a drive-through car wash, actually, and you can do it from the comfort of your home. So that's kind of cool to think about. Obviously, I was rushing pretty hard here, and I beat it by a whole minute, which is kind of crazy to think about. I was faster by a whole minute. But that does include for the drive-through car wash, like me waiting in line and stuff like that. And, you know, I think my experience there was probably a little bit quicker than normal because I did do it during the day. So, you know, people were still at work and all that. And I was able to kind of just go there without much issues. Like, there was one other guy there, and it's a pretty expensive car wash. So do it yourself in 6 minutes, or you could go through the drive-through and maybe get scratched up like I did, and also maybe not be that clean at the end of the day. There's obviously advantages and disadvantages to me doing it versus the car wash. Like, for example, I didn't really scratch anything. The level of clean I got was a lot better. I wasn't able to do any protectant in that kind of a time frame, and you know, I was also able to dry the car fully. Whereas with the drive-through, it had me on a belt, so I was in there for a certain amount of time basically, but they got the protectant on there. I did get scratched up, which was bad, And then also, you know, I wasn't fully dry at the end. My mirrors had water spotting and stuff like that. You know, take it as you will. You know, it's more just a little fun video, just kind of comparing these two different methods of taking care of your car, I guess. And both of them are very good and just, you know, a little bit fun to think about. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little comparison between me and a drive-through car wash. It's always fun just doing random stuff and just doing it, I guess. So I'll see you guys later. Enjoy your Thursday. And yeah, I hope this new camera is doing justice. I know it might show a little too much, but you know, it's all for the quality. So we'll see you guys later. I love you guys.